Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Wrestling in Mom's Basement. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This is actually week 8 for our podcast.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, 2-month anniversary.
Yep. I, of course, am Patrick Young, the newly clean-shaven Patrick Young, or scruffy Patrick Young. This guy to my right is the king of the awkward stare and grins, Joe Venuto.
Like that?
Yes.
This week we have a few news things to get to because there are things in the news. 11 things in the news.
Yes.
Yeah. One story's like 3 parts, but to just extend this, we're making it. Just to condense it rather, it's going to be 3 parts in one. Because it's all about the main John Cena and other people.
And how he affects other people in the wrestling world.
You're right. Including the dog,
He doesn't kick at it, too.
But including the dog, Roman Reigns, the big dog, Roman Reigns, and the modern day Phil Haraja, Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
But first, we're going to get to somebody that's the opposite of Jinder, AJ Styles. No, not because he's American, because he's just American.
Well, Jinder's actually Canadian. He's not even.
He's of Indian descent, but he's not from India.
Yeah. He's not a native Indian.
Right. I heard network subscriptions are down, by the way, in India.
Huh.
They don't want that fake Canadian.
Nope.
They rather have a real American like AJ Styles.
Exactly.
That, if you've heard the story the last year, I know it's been on Chris Sugar's podcast. He's the one that got the Styles Clash unbanned, but we never knew how. He revealed this week, I believe, in an interview with Bust Open Radio, that the way he had to go about it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He knew AJ was going to be a big star when he was coming in. There were people in the back who didn't know. I'm not going to mention no names. God bless you.
Thank you.
Vince knew the buzzword Styles Clash should be banned because of all the injuries that has happened in the years previously. But Vince did not know what the Styles Clash was.
Exactly.
Did you hear the story? This was your first time?
No, I did hear the story.
Okay. So, I believe it was the match on Raw.
Yeah.
The night after AJ Styles debut, his Raw debut. Against Chris Jericho. Where he hit the Styles Clash successfully for the first time. And that was AJ obviously won. I don't think he won with the Styles Clash that night, but he did win. And then
No, I think that's one of those long string where he wasn't actually going to use the Styles Clash.
his first time used was against Curtis Axel
Yeah.
on the SmackDown debut.
And at that point, I thought he was going to hold it off like how Hideo holds off using the GPS.
Right. But it was just supposed to be a tease, even if it's had no idea what it was.
Yes.
And then Jericho, basically what the Styles Clash name was, he did not know what the move was. Jericho then had to go backstage to Vince and tell him, you see that move that AJ just attempted to do to me, where he was going to drive me face first into the mat into a pin. That should be one of his finishers.
Yes.
And Vince thought it was a cool looking move. But Jericho said he had to go around this, not call it the Styles Clash, call it the move he was going to drop me face first into a pin with. So this way he could get the Styles Clash unbanned by WWE.
Yeah.
Because Vince didn't know what it was. And then lo and behold, when Vince asked Jericho what the name of it was, after Vince had approved of it, he told him the Styles Clash. So Vince loved the move that he banned that he didn't know what it was originally.
Vince has these weird things with finishing moves.
Like title changes.
Like the curb stomp.
Oh yeah, that one's another story too. That's not
they just have these weird things of banning finishers or changing finishers that look less impactful. I guess just to make them make them more family friendly. But it's a lot of times a weird choice. Like Seth, you could have renamed the move anything else.
Right.
Really.
The stock curb.
you didn't necessarily have to call it the curb stomp, because that was actually a story that he actually read me today.
Yes.
That he banned it because of the name.
Not because of the move.
Yeah.
It could be called a stomp curb.
He
The
just,
architect at work.
I think he just sees things differently, and maybe that's what makes him a genius. And other times, it's not. It's not what makes him a genius.
Vince is the smartest man alive. Don't listen to him. He is always a genius. But he's just a different kind of smart than the rest of us.
All right, yes.
He mind controls us.
He is, in fact, a genius.
The smartest man in the world.
However, there are geniuses that have a lot of weird tendencies. And Vince is definitely a good example of that. I mean, it's been documented before that he hates sneezing.
So do I. Especially on those sneezing spells. My God.
No. If you sneeze in front of him, he sees that as a sign of weakness.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, he just has weird tendencies, weird ideas, weird
Then Vince will hate me because I
practices and everything.
Vince thinks I'm once a week because I sneeze every time I see the sun. Every time I step outside, I'm sneezing. Actually, it don't have nothing to do with the sun. It's something out there that makes me sneeze every time I walk outside. So hopefully Vince and me will never hold the hands down the street.
That'll become one of your facts next time.
Right.
Every time he walks outside, he sneezes, Giovanuta.
Like, seriously. For those that don't know me, I sneeze a lot outside.
Yeah.
Only the first time when I step outside, I'm good the rest of the time. So Vince, yeah, that's a little weird, maybe. But if you sneeze, you're showing you might be getting cold, so it's a sign of weakness. But he gets mad at himself, too.
Yeah.
He yells at himself in the mirror.
Yeah, that was actually a Paul Heyman story. Yeah, he was like pitching something when he was part of the creative team, and he felt like Vince was coming with him along that ride that he was pitching, and then all of a sudden Vince sneezed, and was just looking at his hand all the time, and Paul Heyman realized that he lost Vince, whatever the idea is, he was about to bury a pitch, and Vince was like, I sneezed, looking into his own hand.
Yeah, he's a weird man.
And Paul Heyman's like, you want a tissue or something? Like, do you need a tissue? He's like, I never do that.
He's a very strange man.
Yeah, he's very eccentric.
He bans your finisher for no reason. He sees him.
And to the defense of the Styles Clash,
it's not AJ's fault.
No, I mean, you essentially, he does the bumping for you, but essentially you get to choose how you land.
Right. So yeah.
Especially with AJ, who has seen the move just bend people's necks just in awkward angles. Even the last time with James Ellsworth, he actually saved him from breaking his own neck.
He had to botch the move on purpose.
Yeah.
So Ellsworth didn't die.
Exactly.
So
Vince just gets these weird things where it's like, let's stay away from that has negative connotations.
And while he is eccentric, one of my favorites is he bans you if you bleed, which I get. But the next person...
Apparently, I hate to cut you off in the middle of your segue here, but there was one time where I remember reading Jericho's book that he had like this all-out like FBI-like investigation. It was just him and just whatever camera footage he could muster, but it was the all-out like investigation, FBI-like, if it were, of Batista blading in that cage match he had with Jericho on Raw.
You continue my segue, because our next story is about Batista, not blading, and Chris Jericho. That's where my segue is going. The rumor is that Batista, not just Batista.
Batista.
He will be the headline. Right now, he's the rumor headliner for the 2018 Hall of Fame place in New Orleans.
If it's true, congratulations to Big Dave. I think he definitely does deserve it. Unless Undertaker's...
By the way, I did also read an update before you get there. Undertaker and Rocker said they have their choice when they want a headline. they were told that by me, so I'm taking it wrong.
Okay.
So that's why.
Right.
That's another reason too. It's an hour Undertaker's return in 4 weeks at numbers.
Yeah.
But Rock has his choice. Yeah.
Yeah. I personally would try to ask Undertaker beforehand if he actually truly is retired, with all these reports going around that he was in Brooklyn, he was working on the ring in Brooklyn.
Now he's returning 3 weeks ago.
Batista, I think, is a great headliner, especially Vince and the other executives in WWE see that as cross promotion with Marvel. Because that's right around the time the next Avengers movie actually comes out, which includes everyone's favorite sayer of kissing babies and hugging fat girls, Dave Batista.
And the best Guardian of the Guardians.
Yes.
Not the highest. That's true. But, definitely no, Bruce Hughes.
I don't know, I got a thing for Rocket Raccoon.
So I, Brad Cooper's a fine look especially.
Yes. Not Bradley Cooper, just Rocket Raccoon, yes.
Okay.
Not Zoe Saldana in green paint and tight leather outfits.
What's her name? Not Nebula.
Zoe Saldana.
No. Not Nebula.
Gamora.
Gamora, yeah. Nebula's that redhead lady. She's always always wrong, you know what I'm talking about. And Batista... the moral thing is something to fit. It's something to fit. There'll be somewhere about money.
But I think they would like the cross promotion.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Although I don't think Marvel's going to give them that much cross promotion, to be honest.
No, it's going to be like a WrestleMania commercial for like one of Marvel movies, if anything.
Yeah.
Before Infinity War.
Yeah, they'll be allowed to use Marvel footage
on the network
for like WrestleMania.
Marvel will get more promotion for WWE. Or maybe WrestleMania commercials maybe air during Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe TV shows. By one of the shows on ABC or something, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or stuff like that. Yeah. Because Netflix don't have commercials. And I'm very slow today because I think the only thing I can think of for Marvel TV is the...
I'm sorry. In your house...
4
is going on in the background. Apparently there was a vampire just sitting out in the crowd. Well, it makes sense because it's still around October 22nd,
1995, but it's still a Goldust and Margin A match.
I don't know what's going on.
I think Goldust's debut, if I'm not mistaken.
When we're actually doing these and you see us look to the screen,
something's on.
It's because something on the network's actually on that just caught our eye.
Yeah, and Marvel's going to get more to promotion, and it has something to do with the promotion. Batista's like a 20-time champion or something. 6-time champ, and 3 or 4-time tag champ, and 2-time Royal Rumble winner. Even the last Rumble he showed on that he won, but whatever. 2-time Royal Rumble winner, main event, 2 WrestleManias, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But, like some people, I do think he's been talking about a retirement match against Triple H. That's who he was in his retirement match because he wasn't properly retired. Not sure what the storyline could be, but I feel like Batista would be more welcome back now if there's only one match. And I don't think Marvel will mind because there's only one match in my head. Because I have no idea what Triple H is doing next year's WrestleMania. So, Batista goes to the Hall of Fame on Friday night. Sunday night, he has his last match against Triple H. He just like was because honestly, let's see what Triple H said.
Yeah.
What current storylines, and maybe there could be a way work Orton and Ric Flair into that too. Not having Flair wrestle, but maybe a triple threat. They could do their Evolution triple threat that they've been wanting to do too. If they wanted to give Orton something to do too. But like literally, I don't think one match is going to kill Batista. Where he wanted to do most of the work, and they could intertwine Ric Flair into the storyline somehow too. With Evolution, with the rest of Evolution.
Or if they want to throw in Randy Orton.
Yeah.
That's
well, I mean, Orton will be in the match.
Yeah.
I mean, triple threat, and they somehow get Flair on the storylines or Ric Flair or something. And I have Batista couldn't go over because he'll already retired anyway.
Yes.
If he has to. So I can potentially see that happen. Because I think Batista wants to better send off the one he got. Because he left before his contract even right now in 2014.
He just sort of walked out.
And I think he'll be more welcome back this time for the fans.
Although he is like very good visuals for quitting the company.
He does, both in 2010 and 2014. But I think deep down he wants that better retirement, and this will be the way to do it. And I think the fans will be more welcome into his return this time, because he won't be nobody's boy. And that, and he's the best Marvel character in the cinematic universe. Shh, you heard it here first. As he told Mantis, you're beautiful on the inside. But a tag team is also beautiful on the outside and inside. Breezango.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. They're rumored to have their clues this week. Or to be or not to be, and authors, and all that. Their attackers are rumored to be the authors of pain.
Oh, yeah.
Who are no longer, who were at the recent NXT tapings, and who aren't used on the recent NXT tapings anyway.
I think it's time for the offers to be called up. Raw and SmackDown are lacking teams, especially with the recent kick of Vince wanting to split up teams for some reason. So the Office
Raw more so.
Yeah. Office of Pain can actually fit into a tag division really well. I probably would have put them on Raw, like Joe said. But I think overall overall either tag division actually does need just teams to do some work.
I'm not sure in ring wise. I would say if Ultimate Pain are right or not, but that's not for me to say. I will say that there's not a lot for him to do in NXT though, unless it's a triple threat with Sandy and Red Dragon. But the fact that they were on the tape is a good sign that they're being called up soon. With that being said, I will say that they definitely pull Ellering on the main roster with them on the road. So I'm not sure if he's up to be traveling 300 days a year yet either. Yeah. So that'll be another thing. You gotta make sure he's with them, because they need some sort of mouthpiece, and he's perfect for them. But all that being said, Raw has like no teams. SmackDown at least has a few.
Yeah.
But like with Bobby Roode, where they have extra money, was the storyline reason. I want to see a storyline reason why they're on SmackDown, not just because they were done in NXT and they're attacking Breezango. I want to see a reason why they're on SmackDown. But why did Shane Bryan pick them? And my thing is, they can do a trade. Authors of Pain on SmackDown, and I said this before, it's very easy to fix the Ascension. Send the Ascension back down to NXT.
Yeah.
And there's a trade. Like, I like what they do with Bobby, where they had extra money from losing Jason Jordan and, not Jason Jordan, from John Cena being a free agent. They had extra money, so they signed Bobby. Something like that on why they're on the main roster. And then they turn Breezango. The only thing I'm a little confused with, I'm not sure what this does for Breezango, though, after this feud.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, they're not going to have Ultimate Pain lose their first feud. But are they just going to drop Breezango then? So at the same time, that's the only thing I'm worried about. Having these two teams feud right now. Is that. Me personally, I would rather have Ultimate Pain feud the New Day first. Have Breezango eventually win the belts.
Yeah.
And then have Ultimate Pain be revealed as the attackers. And at least be Breezango that way. Because I don't know where they go. You're allowed to sneeze on the podcast, by the way. Go over there if you have to, if you don't want to get me.
No, it wasn't a sneeze. I was covering up a yawn without putting a...
You're allowed to do that too. I didn't ban any yawning or sneezing or anything. I don't see it as a sign of weakness.
I'm sorry. I was just worried if Vince sees this. He sees it as a sign of weakness.
Yeah,
and then I won't get pushed.
So I don't know where... The only thing is I'm worried about Breezango and all this, because Ultimate Pain aren't a team that you have lose their first feud.
No.
But I want a storyline reason why they're being called up, and that goes for Raw too, wherever they get. Actually, spoiler, NXT is going to reveal why Raw's more likely to get their call up next week on NXT TV.
Yeah.
So that's the storyline reason there. Well, actually, another reason, because we already discussed this last week. Asuka is being rumored to get a Raw too.
Yeah.
With the way they treat women on that show. They're like hookers. Pass this one on hot potato. The title's like a hooker. Just people getting passed around. The women aren't the hookers, it's the championship.
Yeah, he said that, yes.
Paige will love that belt. Luckily for Paige, she's on Raw, I think.
And luckily for WWE Television, Paige hasn't had the Raw Women's title yet, so...
Yeah.
To do unspeakable things and Brad Maddox semen.
And what else sucks is Xavier Woods is on SmackDown. So it won't be really nice. I only know, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'll tell you, and I'll put out a link on Twitter.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Just look up Paige,
Xavier Woods, Brad Maddox.
Yeah, Brad Maddox.
It's the only news story, Brad.
Or if you don't want viruses on your computer, just don't.
Brad Maddox is it'll be the only news story you heard of Brad Maddox in recent years.
Yeah. It's the most relevant he's ever been.
So, congratulations, Brian. I just want storyline reasons now for the NXT calls. So I've always found I have a trade. Asuka will have Asuka's going to be doing a reason on Wednesday night while she's being moved to the Hooker show. Seriously, I want to say this in the SmackDown review, but I'm just going to say this once. Asuka versus Alexa. Asuka versus Charlotte. That's all I'm saying. You think in the next video, you figure out what I prefer.
I'll give you a hint. He calls one Micro Charlotte.
Well, it's not my fault. She'll say Charlotte, but small. I mean, wow. I mean, she's gorgeous. What can I say? But somebody else who's even more gorgeous than Alexa and Charlotte, Braun Strowman. He is a real monster.
That beautiful mountain of a
man. Oh my god.
Just throws office chairs like it's nothing.
Yes. This is going to be a short story just to prove how stupid us wrestling things are. Why wasn't Braun Strowman on Raw? Braun Strowman was on Raw because he didn't want Brock and Braun to interact too much before No Mercy, since we actually have a long build to a pay-per-view. Who knew you could have a 5-week long build to a pay-per-view nowadays? Just yawn if you have to.
No, I was looking at my phone.
Playing with your phone when our audience cares so much about your face.
Well, I'm sorry. I have people who care about me and text me.
Twitter?
Yeah, it was Twitter. It's you guys.
Sorry if I yelled at you.
I heart you guys.
I saw more followers, thanks. We as the people of America and other wrestling fans complain.
And the Brooklyn chapter of the Balor Club.
Which I did not notice a Brooklyn chapter until the day we left.
Yeah, it's actually on the back of the shirt. I don't feel like standing up, so look, Brooklyn.
See?
Brooklyn.
Braun. Oh, it does say Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Oh, what? It says Brooklyn on the front too.
Yes.
Holy crap. Braun was complaining about not being on Raw because the fans didn't want to see Brock and Braun confront each other, even though we have 5 weeks built to a pay-per-view. But whatever. Fans are stupid.
Yes.
We're stupid people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can be stupid people.
Wait. Till Sunday, September.
Stop the instant gratification. Just wait. Let things. My hair's doing weird things. Just wait. Just let things play out.
Yeah, well, pass it on that and figure out how when the Mercy is.
This binge watching thing's just killing everybody's patience.
On September 24th.
I mean, I have to wait 2 years, almost 2 years, for the next season of Game of Thrones. So, yeah. And probably some of our watchers do too.
Too mature for my virgin eyes.
Yes.
Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, September 24th at WrestleMania No Mercy. Well, WrestleMania tagline No Mercy will be
WrestleMania 34.
Yes, because apparently this
tagline No Mercy.
You know, I'm going to complain about this in about a few stories on the main story. Why does No Mercy have a better card than WrestleMania at the top? But yeah, the point is, we complain too much. Just wait. This week, Braun's on Raw, and it was just announced today that he's going to be facing Big Show in a steel cage match, which I'm part of me thinking that one of the cage rules is going to fall off. I don't know why. and Brock Lesnar's not on the show.
Braun's going to throw Big Show through the cage, and for
I-
some reason lose the cage match.
Yeah. The Brock Lesnar will not be on the show, and they're both scheduled to be on the show next week, the September 11th, which is the Rumor Superstar Shakeup. But I'm not sure about the Go Home show, who's on the show. But just wait. I won't even have no more interaction between them, unless it's like a stare down. No more brawl or nothing. Because he gets tired rules, pull apart rules between Mountain of Men and Beasts.
Well, it's less special the more you do them.
Right.
Especially with the same people.
And what's also less special when you do them is too many wrestling shows. Because we got news on the UK series. There's not a short story. A lot of short stories, but a lot of news this week. The UK show is still happening. Mm-hmm. They just don't know when. But wait, that's the story.
Wow.
Okay, I'll go into stuff there. No, you don't need a UK show. Put the UK Championship on NXT TV. Actually, what we'll do is, I thought that part of the deal was Progress, Insane Championship Wrestling, and Revolution Pro dealing to the WWE Network.
Yeah.
You air those shows with the UK Championship being all three, and United Kingdom in the one of their main titles, and you use that as the UK TV shows.
Yes.
You only know weekly TV shows. That's what's going to happen. Vince is going to get hold of it. Bucky the Beaver's going to get hold of it. And it's going to turn into
Earth Vault Culture says done.
And it's going to be turned into 205 Live. And the one thing we don't want to happen is that Pete Dunne, Trent Bate,
and no, it's not Pete Dunne we're talking about.
Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, Mark Andrews, Wolfgang, and everybody else's to turn into what the Cruiserweights currently are.
Yes, I know Pete Dunne's British, but he actually has nerves of beef. The Dunne we're talking about.
You don't want them you don't want the UK people turn into 205 Live. You use that as a championship on NXT and did the indie promotions in the UK and use that as the main title in those promotions. That's what I would prefer to see instead of another TV show. Because I barely watch. I only watch now. I'm even starting to watch 205 Live when it's important.
Yeah.
I need to stop weekly watch it. That's why.
Yeah, he doesn't bother showing me 205 Live.
That's why. But I should say
every other week now.
I should say I watch it every week, but I don't bother rewatching it again. Like this week, for instance. But the UK show I feel like works better weekly, not weekly for a change. Just less is more in this case. And okay, I don't have to say what here because this is more of a serious story. There you go. Apparently the serious stories bore him.
Haven't been getting much sleep recently. Sorry, guys.
What are you doing, Mike?
A lot of things. A lot of very, very, very sexy things.
Tell Oprah.
Oprah's not here.
I like the Oprah of the YouTube wrestling community. Tell me your problems.
Are you going to give me a car?
I'll give you a Hallmark card.
Are you going to give me a car and every one of our viewers a car?
No, but I want to do it. Congratulations to Mike and Marie Canellis. Backtrack. Marie doesn't need to be congratulated. To Mike Canellis, because I believe this.
But apparently that warranted a quick look up when you're all like this close at In Your House 4 going on.
Because this week, how many was his 2 month?
Yeah.
It was a 2 month recovery, which had just debuted at WWE 2 months. A 2 month recovery of addiction, I believe, started 4 years ago, she said, from a knee injury. Of his pain prescription drugs.
Yeah.
Painkillers.
I actually didn't think he'd be one of the ones that would get an addiction. It seemed like he seemed like a well-adjusted guy. I guess you don't know what people are like in their personal life, but I'm glad to see that he's actually being able to be sober and getting that monkey off his back.
And this is why he wasn't used on TV too recently, which he was used on SmackDown this past week. With that being said, congratulations to him. Them Superstar Shake-Up NXT.
Yes.
They need to be repackaged. Or actually, it's a gimmick that could work in NXT.
Or, they could play off the history of Mike and Maria having be stablemates with Adam Cole and just have them be in that group. And
Oh!
it's a nice idea, isn't it?
Right. That's why I'm the beauty and he's the brains. Sorry.
Technically, I'm both, but that's a different story.
Then that's why I'm the brawn.
There you go.
I'm
technically the brawn, too.
I'm a mountain of a man.
What does his wife need? His wife. When his mom needs help with clock to be fixed at daylight savings.
Then
I'm her guy.
Can you at least let me be the brains?
Sure, fine. You can be the brains.
I'd rather be brains anyway.
You can be the professor.
I love my
You're this podcast Mike today.
Somebody had to be. That's my today's no face. Wait, or angry face.
Or we'll send this to the back.
Or Chief Bishop on the truck.
Yeah.
That's a TNA man, I think.
Yes.
Or WCW, I don't know. It's one of those.
Well, no, you're pointing at Shawn Michaels at the Intercontinental title.
Well, Shawn Michaels is not in the truck.
No.
We don't have a truck.
And we don't have a Shawn Michaels, so.
Well, that would be me, that would be me because I'm the beauty, hello. But somebody who's not beautiful and ugly and pathetic and a coward and a disgrace to the wrestling community. You'll find out in part 2 because this video's about to expire and I don't want this rain. So, I don't want this story to come.
This cut part. So, we'll do part 2 right away.
Right, coming up next.